On this week's edition of the VYPE Friday Night Recap Show, we take a look back at some of the games that happened this past week on the VYPE Live Network. First up, Hendrickson taking on Weiss. Less than a minute to go. Dimps up the middle for the touchdown and the lead. But Weiss would move the ball all the way to the Hawks 5, and with 11 seconds left, they would score a touchdown. But they decide to go for 2 and the win. On the try, it looks like he gets in, but the refs say no, and Hendrickson wins 49-48. Memorial taking on Stratford, all tied up at 3 in the third quarter, when Sanders finds Hiblick streaking down the middle and punching it in on the very next play. Stratford would answer when Pollock makes the catch and does the rest. Memorial's Carson Zahn, though, would give the Mustangs the lead once again in the fourth. Then, on the Spartans' last good chance to tie the game, the Mustangs D comes up with a huge sack and they get the win, 17-10. We now move to Austin, where Lehman is taking on Buda Johnson. Just before halftime, Jaguars Medina throws up a prayer that is answered to tie the game at 7. We move to the second half, which belonged to the Jaguars. Here, Medina finds Rich Kelly to extend their lead to 23-7. Then, with less than 2 minutes to play, the Jaguars put the exclamation point on this one when Ybarra takes it from 22 yards out. Your final on this one, 44-20 Jaguars. Let's go ahead and take a look at the VYPE Live scoreboard to see some other scores from across the VYPE Live network. We have Endergrift beating Cedar Ridge 35-6. Eaton beating Byron Nelson 24-0. Westlake beating Hayes 59-6. Westwood beating Stony Point 42-15. Fort Bend Bush taking care of Fort Bend Austin 35-7. And Poteet beating Cotulla 41-19. Back to the highlights. St. Joseph visiting Hyde Park. Fourth quarter, St. Joseph up 7, but better make it 14 when Lucky finds a seam down the left side and he is gone. Hyde Park would answer on this throw with 2 minutes left to play to cut the lead to 7. St. Joseph would score again, however, in the final minute to put this one away, 36-21. Bay City taking on Needville. This one is all tied up at 35 when the Blue Jays take the lead on this 8-yard run. Bay City would answer right back, driving down the field and scoring with a little trickery of their own. Game tied at 42. Now up 49-42, the Blue Jays will put this one out of reach when Warneke breaks some ankles and goes all the way to the house. Needville will win this one, 56-49. We head to West Texas now. Midland Christian taking on All Saints. Midland Christian down 1 in the third when Evans cuts it back inside, finds the end zone, and the 2-point try makes it a 7-point game. Evans would do it once again, this time from 56 yards. When he gets to the outside, makes some people miss, he is gone. All Saints would have no answer for Evans in the second half as Midland Christian gets a 28-14 win. We now move back to our VYPE Live scoreboard, take a look at some more scores. Cy-Fair beats Northbrook 80-0. Spring takes care of Davis 50-6. Wichita Falls Rider beats Abilene Wiley 35-14. Second Baptist handles Frassati 70-0. Navarro beats Houston Christian 58-14. And Regent stays with their winning ways, beating Corpus Christi John Paul II 55-7. Back to the action. Kennedale taking on Wimberley. Late in the fourth, Texans backed up to their 1, and Kennedale comes up with a huge sack for safety. Texans are able to get the ball back and move to field goal range, but their game-tying 45-yard field goal is wide left, and Kennedale holds on to this one, 17-14. Floresville taking on Lockhart, third quarter. Tigers down 1 when Murphy cuts back to the left side, and he won't be caught, going 49 yards for the score. After adding another score, it's now 33-21 Tigers, when the Lions are able to come up with a huge block punt that is picked up by DK White and returned for the touchdown. Then, with seconds left to win the game, the Lions have not one, but 2 chances to punch it in. First time it looks like he's in, but no, refs say he is just short. They now have to hurry back to the line. 7 seconds left, and the clock is running. They are able to get the snap off in time, but the Tigers D comes up huge and stuff the Lions once again and get the win, 33-28. Eisenhower taking on Nimitz. A minute to go. Nimitz down 7, and it's 4th down. But Whitehead finds Forbes at the back shoulder throw, and this one is going into overtime. After both teams fail to score in the first overtime, Nimitz finds itself with a 4th and long. They try to pull the old hook and ladder, but aren't able to get the yards needed. Eisenhower now has a chance to win, and they will, finding the end zone on this touchdown run. Eisenhower wins a double overtime thriller, 33-27. Our final game is Glenn taking on Elgin. Elgin up 6 in the 4th when they add to the lead, with McFarland going right up the middle for the touchdown. Glenn would try to rally, but Elgin would put the nail in the coffin when Devin Maynard intercepts the pass, cuts it back all the way to the right side of the field, and he would not be stopped. Gets the touchdown, and Elgin gets the win, 41-22. To go back to our VYPE Live scoreboard one last time, Fort Bend Travis beats Fort Bend Dulles 32-9. Concordia Lutheran Tomball beats San Antonio Christian 43-13. Caney beats Aldine 58-7. Woodlands Christian beats St. Joseph 44-6. Ridge Point handles Fort Bend Elkins 28-7. And Huddle beats Stony Point 29-9. Don't forget to check out our plays of the week every Saturday and check out all of our content over on VYPE.com.